Would you love to attract more patients for your practice or for your associates, for yourself or for your associates? And have you ever thought about how many people might not be coming to you yet because they don't know about you and how you can help? So one way to speed that up, put you on the map in your area, is by educating people in a way that's not just networking or one-on-one, and that is by doing talks. So what are four types of patient generating talks? We're going to get into that today. This is Chen Yen, your 6 and 7 figure practice makeover mentor at introvertedvisionary.com, your host for ChiroSecure Show today. And what are the four types of patient generating talks that you can be doing so that you could choose one that you enjoy and start attracting a more consistent flow of patients this way? So, these kinds of talks, by the way, they can, as I share with you, the four of them, they can either be paid ones or free ones. They could be ones that are in person or virtual if you don't want to leave the comfort of your own home. So that's really wonderful. So the first type of a patient generating talk is one that is directly in front of the lay public audience for the purpose of attracting patients. And so um, do you have, this is where you could educate people on a particular topic that would be of interest. What is a good topic that would be engaging? What is the topic that would also be more likely to translate into patients for your practice? So one mistake that I sometimes see chiropractors make is making the topic a bit too broad or mainly about chiropractic or about pain, and it just feels like it's a very trite topic. And so how can you make it an interesting and engaging topic that people want to hear about? And do you have a good offer from your talk? So one mistake that some chiropractors make when doing talks with a desire to attract patients is not having a good offer from the talk. So either feeling like, well, I educate them, so surely after it, then they would be, if they're interested, then they'll just call me. But it often doesn't always work that way because people get busy. So how can you help educate them to the point where they feel like, I've got to see you, and then you have a good way of getting them interested in booking with you or whatever kind of next step that you would like them to take without you feeling like you're being awkward or pushy about it. And what is a good offer? Is an offer just to come in for their first treatment, um, their first adjustment, or is it something else? And then should you actually give some kind of a discount or that kind of a thing? And what would be an enticing offer? And a good offer doesn't have to be at a discount. So what could it be instead? So these are some of the things to think about. And do you also have a talk that educates and also inspires new patients to come from it? Because it's a completely different kind of a skill set to just educate versus educate and inspire new patients to come from it. So the second type of a patient generating talk is to do a talk in front of providers for referrals. So have you ever thought about that? What if you could be receiving referrals from other kinds of practitioners, whether conventional medical practitioners, nurses, nurse practitioners, physician's assistants, medical doctors, PTs, massage therapists, or other kinds of holistic practitioners, naturopathic doctors, acupuncturists, health coaches, functional medicine practitioners, they could be sending you referrals. What if, actually, let's just talk about medical doctors. Many medical doctors have thousands of patients in their practices, and they would refer their patients to you if they knew about you and they also felt like you could help their patients. So imagine if one provider sent you 2 or 3 referrals a week. What if you had 3 providers sending you 1 or 2 referrals a week? What would that do for your practice? And so from having worked in the insides of hospital setting, outpatient setting, at the FDA and at Merck. I've seen what actually gets doctors to want to refer versus not, and can give you the shortcuts to that. And this is where one way, one way of speeding up getting referrals from doctors is by doing a talk in front of them. Why? Because let's look at what are the reasons why doctors may not be referring. One is that, and this is really great for you, for those of you who would love to be receiving referrals from doctors more. So if you draw a triangle, and then on the top part of the triangle, put trust in you as a person and practitioner. And then on the bottom of the left of the triangle, right, trust in your modality. So it's not just about your modality as far as chiropractic or functional medicine or nutrition or anything else that you might be doing outside of chiropractic. It's also if they believe that it's safe and effective, because if it's not, even if you let them know about it, they may not refer. Also, do they know what kind of situations to refer? Because many medical doctors just think of chiropractic as adjusting or cracking backs or helping with pain, right? And you know that chiropractic can help with much more than that. So what do the doctors understand about that? And then the third in the triangle, the third point on the bottom right of the triangle, right? Top of mind awareness. So how is your top of mind awareness for a provider you would love to be receiving more referrals from? So then you could rate yourself on a scale of 1 through 10 in each of these areas. And the goal is to get it more to a 10. And so these are some of the reasons why doctors may not be referring yet, even though you can absolutely help their patients. So what if you could speed up each of these areas? And you could speed that up by doing a talk in front of the providers, because they are able to be more educated about how exactly you could really help their patients, and they're able to develop a connection with you much faster. Also, why is it that drug reps still are often sent to doctors' offices to share about a particular drug? Well, I've worked in the insides of Merck before, and I've seen this happen where it's like whenever a drug rep goes to a doctor's office, there's a prescription spike, right? And so it's because of top of mind awareness. The doctor's thinking about that drug because that drug rep told them about it. And you're not a drug rep, you're not a salesperson, you're an equal. And at the same time, if you are able to educate more and be top of mind awareness, you're more likely to attract referrals from providers. So this could be one-on-one. It could be done via Zoom or in person. It could be for a clinic. So you could end up doing a talk in front of a clinic setting with several providers who could be referring you. It could be in a room full of providers. We had a client of ours speak in front of 70 providers, and she ended up getting 10 of them as her own patients. And then she also got referrals from that as well. So there's a whole range of what you could do to be speaking in front of providers that can help speed up attracting more patient referrals from providers into your practice. So there, and if that's something that you have an interest in doing, then again, you just need to have one angle of a topic dialed in, and that the providers would be interested in, and then also have a way of what, in terms of what you're saying, that translates into referrals. For example, one of our clients, she used to speak in front of providers or share and educate, but wouldn't really get patients from it. And after we made some key tweaks in what she was saying, she started getting referrals from it. So it just feels so good to be recognized as someone who can be trusted as a provider and receive referrals from medical doctors and other kinds of practitioners. And these are some of the things that we help our clients with. So the third type of patient-generating talk is a relationship building kind of a patient-generating talk. So what would this look like? So this might look like you speaking in a telesummit, for example. And this is many times where there are many different speakers gathered in one telesummit, and it could be about a particular topic, health issue, topic area. And then one of the benefits of a relationship building kind of a talk is this. So how is it relationship building, right? Because you could actually, and let me just share a little bit about one of the benefits of participating in a telesummit like this. So many times there are speakers selected who have a very strong following, whether it's in numbers or in engagement of following, or just a couple of speakers that are really well known. And think of some of the top speakers you know in your industry. Like you would just think of them first, right? So those kinds of people might be in the summit. And then there are other speakers also in it, and you could be one of them. And one of the benefits of this is that when you are speaking, you will also be speaking in front of the audience that those speakers who are well recognized, they have been spending time and energy developing relationships, nurturing people who now follow them, and now they might actually watch what you are saying in your presentation. So that can help put you on the map. So that's one benefit of doing something like that. Another benefit is that it can help you with developing relationships with the host and other speakers as well. And that could lead to additional opportunities for speaking. Also, you can be, and collaboration as well. Also, you can check out, where are those other speakers who are doing telesummits, where are they speaking? Because many times speakers also speak in other places. So this could allow you, for those of you who are like, well, where do I speak? How do I find opportunities? So this is one thing, one low-hanging fruit that you can look forward to also look for other speaking opportunities as well. And this could be especially good for you, those of you who also open up your practices to, like, there's perhaps you are doing functional medicine, and there is a virtual component to your work, or and how you help people. So this could be especially good for those of you who are in that situation. And even if you aren't, it can be really good to help, again, position you as a go-to chiropractor, even if you just did one of these. And the relationship building can also lead to more opportunities, more patients for you, and referrals for you as well. The fourth type of patient-generating talk is more of a brand building and awareness kind of a talk. So this is, I would say, these are the kinds of things where maybe you were told you can't sell, but and you can't promote your services from your talk, but it is a great audience for you to be visible in front of. Maybe this is a particular audience that you just feel like, oh, the kinds of people who are going to be at it, they're just most likely going to be my ideal kinds of patients. So maybe you would love to do, or maybe it's a huge audience as well, right? And very aligned kind of an audience, very local kind of an audience, or the kind of audience that you would really like to have as patients. So you might consider doing a talk that is more brand building. But this is usually not the main preference if you would like to be generating patients. But if you have an incredibly aligned audience, and then also you have a structure of how to still educate and inspire new patients to come from it, even if you're told you can't promote your services, there's still a way of being able to do that. So by the end of it, people are wanting to know, how do I work with you, and how do I get in touch with you? So those are the four types of patient generating talks. And if you would like to catch the free training on how to give one talk a month and get 5, 10, even 26 new patients from just one talk a month, then you're welcome to go to getbookedspeaking.com/one talk, and spell it out, ONE talk. So again, getbookedspeaking.com/one talk. So feel free to go there and check out the free training that can help you take this further about how to do that in such a way that translates into new patients for you. And till next time.
Join us each week as we bring you the best in business growth, practice management, social media marketing, networking, leadership, and lots more. If it's about women in practice and business, you'll hear it here. We hope you enjoyed this week's Facebook Live event. Please like us on Facebook, comment, and share. We look forward to seeing all of you next week for another episode of Empowering Women in Chiropractic. Now, go ahead and hit the share button and tell your friends and colleagues about the show. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. This has been a ChiroSecure production.